well that ends well. Victory is ours. All is well that ends well. Victory is ours. All is well that ends well. All is well that ends well. Victory is ours. All is well that ends well. Victory is ours. Our triumph was never in doubt. All is well that ends well. Victory is ours. Our triumph was never in doubt. All is well that ends well. Victory is ours. All is well that ends well. Victory is ours. Our triumph was never in...
Temple on top of a mountain. What connection could a place... Certainly benefits from divine protection of some kind. Yggdrasil fell to earth not far from here, yet the temple buildings escaped entirely
I know that face. That man is a knight of Heliodor. Heliodorian swine! You think that your blockade will break us? Think again. The disciples of Angrila are made of sterner stuff, as you will soon see.
What in the... These movements must be intended to confound us. Be on your guard. They may attack from any angle.
Enough! All of you! Is this how we treat visitors? As your High Lama, I order you to stand down.
Your Holiness, these people are not visitors. They are soldiers of Heliodor. We cannot be sure of their intentions.
Soldiers of Heliodor, you say? The tall one, perhaps, but his young friend does not look like a military man to me. I sense a great power within you. Tell me, young man, are you the luminary?
Incredible. He divined your true identity with a single glance.
How long we have waited for this day. Please, you must forgive my disciples' discourtesy. Their training is incomplete. Welcome to Angri-La, honored luminary. It would please me if you would join me in the high hall at the top of the temple. We have much to discuss.
Strange child, but remarkably perceptive for one so young. There is more to him than meets the eye, that much is certain. Well, we have come this far. We might as well make our way to this high hall of theirs, see what he has to say.
I welcome you once again to Angri-La, honored luminary. As I believe you know, it is my privilege to serve as High Lama of this most sacred temple.
I am to address you as Your Holiness, correct? Might I ask what you and your...
Why, everything, of course. We have awaited his coming ever since the day he entered this world, in the castle of...
Waiting for him? What do you mean?
I mean exactly what I say, nothing more. Tell me, do you recognize the symbol on this It is the emblem of Dundrasil. Since the age of heroes, the princes of that nation have come here to train with us for 6 years of their youth. Your young friend was born a prince of Dundrasil. Thus did we expect, sadly.
So if fate had been kinder, you would have spent a good part of your childhood here. What of his tutor, this Grand Master Pang?
When the Lord of Shadows brought the world tree low, the Master set out to summon a magical mandala to protect the temple from destruction. The spell succeeded, but its power was too...
A noble sacrifice.
Now that the Master is gone, it falls to me to guide you. Come to the field of discipline. It lies behind this hall. There is something you must...
It is a shame that the Grand Master cannot be here. I would have liked to meet one so noble.
Beyond those doors lies the field of discipline, where students of Angri-La strive for enlightenment. Before we tread upon this hallowed ground, let me tell you a little of our history, and of the luminary of legend himself. Before setting out to defeat the Dark One, Erdwin came to our temple to learn from the Wise Ones, who made their homes here. The first Grand Master, i.e., accepted him as a disciple, and trained him in the secrets of spiritual realized, but he did not train alone. During his time here, he...
Who was this person?
Another of Ai Yi's disciples, a young mage whose talent outshone that of all who had come before. A man named Erdwin and Morkant would train together every day, each striving to outstrip the other. Though they were fierce rivals, they became... When their training was complete, Morkant joined with Erdwin in his quest to slay the Dark One. Before setting out, they carved an inscription into this stone, a pledge of eternal friendship. It has been a treasure...
Morkant. I have not heard...
Now, allow me to show you to the field of Welcome to the field of discipline. Since the age of heroes, many a would-be warrior has spilt sweat and blood. If your karma had been different, this is where you would have trained under Grand Master Pang, like all the princes of... I have brought you here so that you might stand in the footsteps of your ancestors. And even your grandfather, Lord Robert, completed his training here. The memory of his achievements shall live long.
His achievement?
Pang was a harsh master. With this implement, disciples whose efforts were lacking were given motivation, directly to their fundament. It became known as the North. During the course of his 6 years of tuition, your grandfather's right honourable posterior was paddled. The tale of Lord Robert's road to enlightenment lives on to this day. Every disciple knows...
A legendary achievement.
You are worried for your grandfather, yes? Do not be. Lord Robert, the fall of the World Tree would not have been enough to extinguish one so resilient. Tonight there will be a modest feast in the High Hall to celebrate your long-awaited arrival. We will be greatly honoured. We may not be able to aid you as we would have done were Master Pang still with us. But in this respect...
Awake at last, It is height. If the Grand Master was still alive, perhaps we might have learned something to help us in our fight against the Lord of Shadows.
And the hermit? What news of...
Forgive us, Your Holiness. The monster's on...
I see.
Your Holiness.
Yes, Sir Hendrik. I fear there is. You see, 2 weeks ago a hermit visited us, unannounced. Then just as suddenly
Alone?
That I do not know. The moment he heard that Master Pang had passed away, he ran from the temple. He was lost. The mountain has become infested with This being so, I dispatched a group of disciples to return him to safety. As you can see, things did not go quite.
I have trained all my life for a moment such as this, and yet I have failed in my first true test. I have brought shame upon Angri-La.
Might we be able to offer some assistance?
I thank you for your kindness, but you are guests here.
A knight of Heliodor does not abandon an innocent in... These people have shown us great kindness. It is only right that we...
Thank you from the bottom of my heart, but I cannot... You must depart for the summit of Mount Panglai without delay. After exiting the...
All is well that ends well. All is well that ends well. Our triumph was never in doubt. My strength grows ever greater.
It seems we are too late. Is this the hermit we came in search of?
Unfortunately so. He was in deep meditation when he breathed his last. I am glad at least that he was prepared to meet his fate. But that posture, it is awful. Uniquely awful. I know it from somewhere.
Incredible! Issue 1 of the Ogler's Digest. And in mint condition.
Indeed. It seems our friend here made his peace with the world before departing. This, at least, is some small solace. But this This is one of the royal treasures of Dundrasil. Why would a lowly hermit have such a... By the skies! Can it really be?
Lord Robert!
Your grandfather was Master Pang's most fervent disciple. Can he have chosen to follow his mentor to the next life, perhaps?
No, he is still breathing.
What?
His spirit hovers in the place between life and death. It is only a matter of time before he But there may yet be a way to save him. If you were to follow him into the void, you might be able to bring him back.
But how?
The ancient teachings tell us at the summit of Mount Pang... If you will permit me, I can perform an... But it is not a decision to be taken lightly. Well, will you take that? Very well. I will prepare... It is time to depart for the place to...
What is this foolish duck?
Another wandering soul drifts into my domain. Destiny is cruel indeed. This may be a fruitless question, given the vacant expression you wear, but he is wise beyond his years. An intellectual giant. I must return to the world above and tell everyone I met. Do you think me a fool, boy? Do not pretend. Let me unburden. I will explain in simple terms that even an idiot may understand. Before Yggdrasil fell, departed souls would come here. But now that the tree is gone, it is a place with an entrance but no exit. What I'm trying to tell you is that you will never leave this world. Before long, your soul will dissipate. As long as the cycle of souls is interrupted, all who die will suffer the same fate. Until at last, this is your destiny. Or do you cling to the vain hope that the heart of Yggdrasil may be recovered? And yet, you would not be alone in your foolishness. Some people just don't know it. Did you think that he chose death out of a sense of despair? He came here with hope in his heart. The hope that one day your grandfather came to find me so that I might teach him. You know who I am, of course. Foolish child. I am Pang, Grand Master of... Do you see the magic circle that surrounds him? The precise pattern of movements draws energy from the ether and channels it to create the mandala of Yggdrasil. He has been flailing away like this ever since he arrived here. But when the great sigil is complete, he will have mastery over a power not seen. Get out, mate! Don't you dare give up now! I'll beat your bottom black and blue, I swear it! Well, would you look at that?
Hey! Did you see that? I finally did it! Oh, it was
Yes, very impressive. I thought you had gone soft in your dotage, but it seems you...
Jinx! Grandmaster Pang! Was that... Woohoo! For the first time in my long life, she's actually paid me a compliment. Oh, that...
Perhaps if you could stop congratulating yourself for one moment and squint beyond the end of your bolt...
Oh my! Is it really you, lad? Oh, not you as well. Your poor young life snatched away from me. It's not fair. It's not fair, I tell you.
Oh, stop your
He's what?
He and his friends found your body and sent his...
Ah, really? But I'll... Finer than ever, in fact. Now that I've learned the final secret.
Stop right there!
I can't thank you enough for all you've done, Grandmaster.
Finished. Honored luminary, if you would like to follow me. Your grandfather has mastered the last secret. It is a technique first devised in the Age of Heroes by Morkant. For you, I have a technique no less impressive. An attack. It was devised by Erdwin himself during his training with Yi, our first Grand Master. And it will give you strength beyond reckoning.
Well, that can't be a bad thing. Me with Morkant's spell and you with Erdwin's attack. We'll be unstoppable.
If you can master it. None since Erdwin, the training you must undergo to acquire this power will be more... Well... I knew you would make the right choice. The first step is to focus your mental energies and call forth a blade of pure light. As good as can be expected for a first attempt. The heat of battle should help.
Battle? You mean you're going to fight him?
Me? Why would I rumple my nice clean robe when I have you?
What?
Who better, Lord Robert? And besides, I've always wanted to see two princes of Dundrasil battling. Before we continue, allow me to give your grandfather an unfair advantage.
Oh. 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 Oh, aye!
That's the spirit. Don't hold...
Just...
Luminary. Prepare. The more you use it, the stronger it...
Here I come! Try this for size. Let the darkness consume you! Surrender your soul!
Oh, yes. Wonderful. I must say, I doubted you had it in you. But you have proved me wrong. And for once, that is no... The power of the technique comes from your heart. Hone that greatest of weapons. Now, I think it's time we peeled that old degenerate off the flagstone.
You beat me, even with the last secret of anger.
You weren't too much of an embarrassment, no. Perhaps I finally have a
Oh!
So this is where you are.
Wait!
Mordegan.
Sniveling worms. You thought to escape my clutches by cowering here.
No! Ugh! Curse you! I had thought... So fine. It seems we must do it the hard way. You two will just have...
What? So the last secret of Angry-La wasn't the...
Of course not, foolish man. There is another. Well, don't just stand there so that I can die.
You dare to...
You must do exactly as I say. Robert, do not think. Act. Now, Luminar! Yes, the last and greatest of all... Solar Flare!
He is back with us. But he is greatly weakened. We must get him to the temple right away.
Ah. You are finally awake. Good. Lord Robert awoke a short while ago. He's outside speaking with...
Oh, hello there, laddie. What are you staring at me like that for? Is there something on my face?
It is your... physique, Lord Robert. You were a good deal... slighter. Only a short...
Oh, that! Nothing a good breakfast couldn't cure. Aye, the Grand Master put me through worse on more than one occasion.
Lord Robert has told me what came to pass in the void, that you met Grand Master Pang, and that she trained you in the ancient arts. I hear that you were even able to master the ultimate abilities of your ancestor Erdwin. You have my congratulations.
And I hear that I owe you a debt of thanks, Sir Henrik, for looking after the boy here while I was away.
Please think nothing of it, my lord. It is the least I could do to make amends for all the wrongs I have done. Indeed, I feel I must apologize.
Ah, don't torture yourself over it, son. We've all been pawns in Mordegon's game. You've nothing to apologize for.
Thank you. Truly. What do you intend to do now? We had hoped to find guidance here in Angri-La, but alas, we find ourselves at an impasse.
Well, funnily enough, she said old Erdwin used a very special form of transport when he went after the Dark One. Some sort of sacred flying?
Whatever could that...
I didn't get the chance to ask her any more about it. But it sounds like just what we need to get up to that castle and knock Mordigan off his... As for our old friends, none of them were exactly the giving up type, eh? So, what say we head over to Arborea and keep an eye out for our pals on the way? If this flying doodad's supposed to be sacred, the folks over there'll know something. There's no time to lose. The longer we wait, the stronger...
Honored Luminary, we disciples of Angri-La will do all that we can. We have even devised a special training regime for you.
Aye. Another day, another victory.
Our triumph was never in doubt. all's well that ends well.
What? Hey!
Here! All is well that ends well. That man is in danger. We must go to his...
Oh, no, you don't, honey. Not unless you want to carry those clothes home in a bag. Well, don't say I didn't warn you.
Sylvando, darling, you were fabulous! So fierce!
Fierce doesn't even begin to describe it. You were ferocious.
Can it be? Truly? It is. Darling, it's so wonderful to see you.
You two are acquainted? And, what is it that you do?
Oh, come now. Isn't it obvious? We're fighting an epic battle to bring back something the world has lost. It's Smile! That's right, darlings. We're on a quest to bring sunshine and laughter back to every corner of this drab world. My little parade has picked up quite the cavalcade of warriors for wondrousness. But never mind that now. I can't believe you're alive. It's a miracle. I thought I'd never see you again.
Excuse...
Oh, honey, I'm so sorry I forgot all of...
No, I am not. Thanks to you. You are more... My name is Da. I come from Phenomenon in the south. And if it were not for your help...
Oh, you're heading home. Then we better go with you. Can't have... Listen, darling, you and me have got a lot to talk about. So what do you say you join the parade for a little while, huh? Come on. You know... Oh, yay! I'm so excited! Okay, time for you to take your first steps as a soldier of the Smile-Spreading Special Forces. Here. No, you look even more adorable than I thought you would. All right, boys, let's make our newest recruit feel right at home. Lead on, darling! And don't let me cut you frowning. All right, let's get out there and... Yeah! And here we are. Oh, not here, too.
Thank you for saving me.
I wonder what can have made him venture so far from home in the first place. Might it have something to do...
Sounds like a job for... Agents of happiness? Soldiers of smile? Let's go to work!
Why can I not shake the feeling that Sylvando and I have met somewhere before?
Da, you are okay. You are not hurt. Oh, what a relief. I was fearing the worst for you, especially after little son has gone missing, you know.
Your boy is missing. Oh, honey.
Ugh. Where that selfish child chooses to go is none of my concern.
You must forgive him. His wife died recently, you know, and now his son is gone missing. It is very hard for him. Do you know of the monster Avarith? She appeared in the village with her foul friends soon after Yggdrasil. We were paralyzed with fear and could not run away. Give me your valuables, she said. People were so scared. They obeyed her. But the wicked creature, she did not protect the things we gave to her.
Oh, that's just... Oh, if there's one thing I hate...
Really? But
Oh, it'll take more than a common thief to stop me.
A knight?
Avarith went south with everything she stole. She had...
Then let's get after her!
And stay down.
Wow!
Hi there, little one. We're just off to hunt down the horrible...
Is your father named Da? So you were not abducted? Then what are you doing in such a
My father does not care for me. He cares for my mother's necklace more than anything else. He told the monsters so. I thought he would say I was the most precious thing to him. It made me very sad. So I decided to follow the monster and get the necklace back for him. But then I strayed too far from the village.
What your father said was upsetting, I am sure. But this is no place for a child. Come, we will return you.
No! If you are going after the monster, I am coming with you. I have to get my mother's necklace back.
Oh, don't be such a spoilsport, Hendrik. We'll look after the little darling. And besides, he'll be safer with us than out here on his own.
Very well.
Thank you! Thank you! I will be useful to you, I promise.
You heard him, everybody!
Woo! Woo! Woo!
Now this is a surprise! Not many humans wander in here of them.
Avarice, you fiend! You are going to give back what you've taken and let all the people of the village go.
So that is why you are here. Still, I suppose you have shown a lot of courage coming here. It's not going to happen for free. You're going to have... How about... your most valued possession? That seems like a fair trade, wouldn't you say?
Wait! If you wish to make a deal, fiend, I have something for you. Something soft.
Oh, what is it? What is it? It sounds amazing!
With pleasure. I do hope...
Let me see, let me see! Ugh, what is that awful? You!
Oh, don't you like it, honey? I chose it especially for you.
You'll pay for this! Avarice will not be mocked by a silly, stumped-up... Maybe this will teach... Don't bother begging for mercy. You'll
I'm on fire! Snap out of it!
done yet!
Our triumph was never in doubt.
Cursive! How could I have lost? Impossible!
Ha! That's what you get for being a nasty, greedy girl.
Everybody!
We are fine, thanks to you, our brave little son. Avarith only kept us prisoner. She did not hurt us.
You saved us.
Fair maiden, a smile will more than suffice.
Here it is! My mother's necklace! Oh, but... Oh, no! It is broke.
Oh, of course it won't, you... Didn't your daddy ever tell you it's the thought that counts? It could be smashed to... All right, time to take Son and the others back to the village in style. You take your time, honey. We'll be having all kinds of fun. Ciao for now.
Hello, Father. I brought Mother's necklace back from the lair of the beast for you.
You... foolish child!
Huh? Huh?
You could have been killed. And then where would I be, without you? My most treasured possession.
Huh? But you said that Mother...
I said it, but I did not mean it. Don't you see? I did not trust the monster, so I said a lie. I lied.
Really? I thought you did not care about me.
To think it was all but a misunderstanding. If only he...
Yes, if only. I'll see you both outside, okay?
Father, these...
I cannot thank you. The first time we met, when you rescued me, but I had to pretend that I did not care, in case the monster came back and
Where's my friend with the feather?
Sylvando left very suddenly. Perhaps...
If only... you scared me! Never mind. But there are some who will never be reunited with their loved ones. Can I ask you something? Mordegon he's super powerful, right? You've seen that power for yourself, but you still want... You really are a hero, huh? You know, I thought it was enough. Traveling the world, trying to... But what good is a smile here and there if the Lord of Shadows could snatch it away at any... What I'm saying is... I have to leave my beloved... But there's something I want you to help me... It's all well and good me going and getting my head squished by Mordegon. So we have to leave them somewhere safe, with somebody who can look after them. Now, I know just the... Well, there's no good way of saying this. I'm petrified of seeing... Oh, thank you. I knew you'd say yes. Okay,
Stop asking me. Quiet.
Darlings, I have an announcement to make. My parading days are over. No! But do not fear. It will only be for a little while. I will return as soon as the Lord of Shadows is defeated.
We understand, Sylve. That Mordigan's stolen enough smile.
Yeah, you go and do what you... We'll be heartbroken without you, of course, but we'll survive.
Exactly. We'll never get those smiles back if I don't do this. And I won't...
Puerto Valor. Surely not. Surely you cannot be Don Rodrigo's...
So you finally figured it out, huh? Same old stone-headed Hendrik. Such a sweet, simple boy. All right, my little champions of cheer. Let's go show Puerto Valor how to pop.
I cannot fathom it. The boy is unrecognizable, and he has abandoned the name his father gave him. Don Rodrigo must be furious. Forgive me for my lack of composure. This Sylvando is none other than the son and heir of Don Rodrigo, the noblest and most revered of all knights. It was always assumed that he would follow in his father's footsteps. But the two had a terrible argument, and the boy left Puerto until now. But perhaps this is not such a bad thing. I have... Very well. It is not far from here to Puerto Valor. The road will take us north and then east. Come, let us